Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the next episode of Pawn Shop of Life. I'm your host, Brad BCG, as always. I have my co-host, Tammy B48, and my producer is not here today. He had some real life stuff to take care of, and he wasn't really prepared to do an impromptu episode of Pawn Shop of Life, so it's just going to be me and Tammy. Going to start off by saying Happy New Year to everybody because we are recording this on January 1, 2026. And I'm going to go ahead and use this one as the anniversary episode, the 1 year anniversary. I think the first one was published on the 3rd, which I believe would have been a Sunday. So we would have recorded it on a Friday, which would have been the first.
Friday or Saturday, yeah.
So this is our anniversary edition. So,
and 1 year ago we talked about the tragedy in New Orleans right before the Sugar Bowl, and we're having the Sugar Bowl tonight.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, speaking of college football, we ain't gonna talk about that much.
Nope.
But this is because Alabama's losing 24 to nothing.
I turned it
17
off.
or 24 to nothing. I think it is right now because I stopped watching too. But shout out to Miami. This is for Dave. Shout out to Miami beating Ohio State.
That was an amazing game.
Yeah, that was a good game. I didn't really care either way, but I did want Miami to win just because. So I hope with New Year's, hope everybody had their cabbage and black-eyed peas. Tammy's been in the kitchen for the last 2 days cooking all kind of wild stuff because she got a wild hair up her ass. So I wanted to do this because we watched the season finale of Stranger Things, final season last night, and I had to rewatch it again today.
You had mixed feelings about it last night when we watched it.
Yeah, I still have mixed feelings even after seeing it the second time.
Well, my biggest issue that I had with it is, and this isn't really a big deal, but it bugged me because I was like, wait, what? They had left Max at the radio station with the Candy Striper nurse girlfriend chick, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
And they all went into the underworld or the upside down or whatever. And when they were sitting there talking about Elle and her sister girl, I can't remember her name. Kira.
Yeah, whatever.
Going into the hive mind or, going into the tank and trying to get to Vecna and whatnot. They were like, well, Elle and Kira are there and they've got Max. How did they know Max was there? Because Max just was at the radio station and then she started freaking out and went in by herself. No one told her she was going to be there.
Yeah.
Then they were like, well, Max is there too. And it's like, how did they know she was there? Because they left her at the radio station. Fine.
But she didn't know either. That was one of the things that I had problems with too. Because okay, we're going to do this, but we're just not going to tell her. Because she was like, what's going on? As soon as she went in there, she was shocked. And I was like, how did they not?
She did that on her own, but the guys in the upside down, for whatever reason, knew that she was there too, even though they didn't.
They formulated the plan and then left and then drove through the
I know, but they
down.
left Max at the radio station in the wheelchair fine with the...
No, I get it. You're just...
So they didn't know that she had done it on her own and was now where Elle and Kira are.
I think that they did know, but for some reason Max didn't seem to know whenever she went in there because she flipped the fuck out.
I don't know. I don't think they knew. How would they have known? They were gone.
They were all together. They formulated the plan and then they left.
I know, but that wasn't part of the plan that they formulated was for Max to go in.
Okay, you're not going to talk over me. Let's start there. Listen to what I'm saying. They were together, made the plan, separated, and they knew that was in the plan. It just seemed like everybody knew the plan except for Max.
I don't remember that being part of the plan as Max going into...
Did they even say that? They didn't say it. They didn't fucking tell the whole goddamn plan. Come on, pay attention.
That's why I'm at now. Anyway, that was a huge plot misstep for me, and it was hard for me to wrap my mind around that part. But other than that, I felt like it tied everything up nicely. And, I mean, you knew.
No, they just tied a lot. They didn't tie it nicely.
I thought they tied it up nicely.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree.
What parts didn't you think were tied up or not tied up?
All right, so Okay. By the way, this is big spoilers. So if you haven't
seen it, you should probably stop listening.
Yeah. So the military just left.
Mm-hmm.
But that makes absolutely no sense. Vecna's dead, whatever it is. So did the group get to, go up to that lady? And it's just like, all right, look, Doc, we killed the mind flayer and Vecna, and it's all said and done, and L's gone. And then the army goes, okay, bye. And they just pull chalk and leave?
I mean, they saw her get killed and the Upside Down get destroyed. So what else would they be there for? There's nothing else for them to be there.
Okay, you think that they're just going to pull chalks and leave? You're totally okay with that?
I don't know. I mean,
well, that's why we're doing a review and a discussion.
I mean, if you recall, when everyone was gone already, it was 18 months later.
Sure.
So that's a long time. They could have been there for the last 18 months.
Okay, how long has that show? Not how many seasons. How long has that been? It's been what, 4 or 5 years?
I think it was like a 5-year
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the military has been doing these experiments for the last 5 or 6 years because it was obviously happening before Elle escaped and the show actually started.
Yeah.
So we can say 10 years. So the military invests all that money in 10 years worth of research and then just say, oh, Elle's dead, Vecna's dead, let's go. Just pull it.
I mean,
you can't say, I don't know, because this is a discussion part. Because I'm saying I'm sorry. The military don't do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was an 18-month gap between when Elle died and then you saw how everybody ended up. So that 18 months, they could have been there clearing out all of their shit from the the building or whatever. But they already know that the Upside Down is gone and that Elle is dead. So
and they found that, and you think they 100% did that in 18 months.
I mean,
and they're just going to throw away 10 years of research and money.
I know that the military isn't super efficient. oh, I'm back.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Make sure the mic, I thought I plugged it in right. No, I'm sorry. They're not going to waste 10 years worth of money of research and then know all this fantastical shit is fucking going on. And they're just going to be like, 18 months, we're out. Fuck it. Who cares? Leave the steel Band-Aids on the earth and we're out.
Well, I mean, they don't need the Band-Aids anymore because the Upside Down is gone.
Okay, I don't want you to answer things. They're not wasting all that money on research and just think it's going to be done. That's stupid. They're not doing that because they know there's fucking fantastic shit going on. They know there's these powers. They wanted the Demigorgons to apparently go over to Russia and fucking eat Russians. Because that's what the lady pissed and moaned about. It's like, they're just not going to give up and it's not going to be 18 months. There's no way. They're going to keep doing it. So it was just...
I don't know how they can without the Upside Down, though. That's just it. Like, there's nothing else they can do. The whole world is gone that they were basing all of their experiments on is gone.
Except for the science where they created the plasma thing that made the whole stuff happen.
But even that's gone because Elle blew all of it up.
That one time is gone. That don't mean that they don't still have the technology.
Oh, well, maybe they do then. I don't know. But then maybe they'll have a Stranger Things spinoff and it will be answers to your military questions.
Yeah, they're not going to fucking... Yeah, there's no way they're pulling chalk and just hauling ass.
I mean, it's not real life to begin with, so... Can't really put that kind of logic to it if you're really going to go down that road.
Oh, thank God you told me. I thought it was like a documentary of what really happened in Hawkins.
In Hawkins in the 1980s.
I was making sure I'm not going there. Speaking of Hawkins, the building that's the epicenter of the fucking whole thing, there was some chick actually went to that place because it's an actual ex-mental health hospital of some sort. Some chick went there and died.
How did she die?
Walking around the fucking building and trespassing and shit, and then fell some weird way and unalived herself. Well, I guess she didn't unalive herself, but she fell and died.
I wonder if she found the melted spot and fell.
She went too high up, right where Steve was going to go in the ladder in the ladder well.
Through. Yeah.
Like, what is happening? Yeah, okay, so this is another point of contention. Mm-hmm. And this is... Okay, let me start with them. What happened to Robin's girlfriend?
I don't know.
She was there with Max, and then Max was somewhere else, and she was never seen again.
Yeah, it didn't touch on if they were still together or not. And Robin didn't say anything in her little epilogue at the radio station either. She didn't say a thing about it. But I mean, again, it's been 18 months, so she may have gotten scared and hightailed it the fuck out of there.
I don't know. I just thought it was weird because
but I mean,
it was such a big deal for Robin.
It was a big deal for Robin, and then it was almost like a catalyst to what's his name?
Will. That's on here too.
Yeah.
So apparently this whole season is getting bad review bombed because of Will's coming out.
I mean, I think everyone knew it. I mean, just like they kind of touched on it when he actually, came out or whatever. They were like, well, we already knew. We were just waiting for you to figure it out, basically. But
my whole thing is, though, is like, first of all, I felt it was unnecessary.
It could have been the way that Robin
did. That was one of the things. They were like, it was, even the people who liked Will coming out complained about it because Robin's whole thing was more
casual and natural.
Yeah, and they were like his was forced and like
his was like a intervention of sorts.
Yeah.
He was interventioning on himself to tell everybody what was going on, and it was like Robin just knew it and she just accepted it, and it was like a normal, natural progression. Whereas Will's, like you said, I feel like it was a little forced. Yeah.
Like I said, I think
it was unnecessary.
It was
to the story.
It was really unnecessary. Fine. I mean, it's a new day and age, and we believe the same thing. Hey, do whatever you want.
I don't care.
It's we're all gonna sin, and if that's your cup of tea, then have at it. Don't care.
Yeah, but yeah,
it's totally unnecessary.
I just felt like it was really, really unnecessary to the story to have it be that kind of a cataclysmic moment.
Yeah, and he was theming for his best friend.
Yeah.
Like that, and he was in love with Elle, and he's like, "Well, no, maybe he'll love me instead." Like, what did you expect, dude? Like,
yeah, like I don't know. It just felt super. It was just awkward. I think maybe more than anything. And again, like I said, to reiterate, it had absolutely nothing to do with the story.
Not a thing.
Like there was nothing that was because he came out. Now he's like extra powerful, or it was somewhat to the plot, and maybe one of the other guys came out and said, "Oh, I love you too." Like there was no reason for it to happen at all the way that it did.
It did not. But I think I read somewhere where that guy in real life is gay.
He is,
and maybe he had input and was like, "I want to do something for me" or some shit. I mean, that could have been it.
Maybe it inspired other young individuals who are struggling with their own identities. I don't know, but. For the story, for the purpose of the actual plot of the story and the purpose of the show, it was completely pointless. It had nothing to do with the story at all.
Not at all. What's her butt should have reloaded more than once.
Nancy? Yeah, she
was just going ham. I was like,
I'm sure I'm over. Bullets in that regular mag.
That was a really big magazine for something. I was like, only 30, right?
It wasn't even like an extended mag. It was just a regular mag, which is what?
30 rounds.
30 rounds?
I was like, wait a minute, I done hit 30 almost twice, and she's still going ham.
She's shooting for like a full straight 5 minutes without reloading. And I was like
I said, she did reload once, so I was okay with hey, she finally reloaded good. It was a little ridiculous.
Again, it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, I know that. The reloading thing was just one of those things I always giggle at. But yeah, it's like, she just hasn't reloaded yet.
That would be something that only you would pay attention to. Like, I was like, wow, she's got a lot of bullets. And I didn't really think twice about it. And you were like, why hasn't she reloaded yet?
No, all of us hunters are doing that exact same thing.
That's what I'm saying. All the people that would know and would pick up on that will pick up on that. But other people who just are like, whatever.
You know damn good and well, it's just like whenever you watch a damn doctor movie or something, you're like, that's not real. You don't shock a flatlined person and you always go off. Same thing. Shut your face.
I do actually do that.
Yeah, so shut your face. It's the same thing. Which all of us hunters or military people are like, that's 60 rounds. No.
Like the doctors who come in and actually perform the radiology exams, they go in and they sit in front of the CT scanner and push the buttons and
read
I'm like,
read it while it's happening.
Yeah, and I'm like,
no,
that
they don't.
never happens.
Yeah. Maybe if you're a millionaire, then sure.
Not even that.
I'm sure if you got enough money, they would. All right, so... Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to go over the whole plot of the whole Stranger Things.
From the very beginning.
Just listen.
Okay.
So the plot of the show is man-made that, I forget what the material is called, the red goo that started all of this. Mm-hmm. So they made that, creates a wormhole, connects to a planet with alien life, and the alien tries to take over the world.
Basically, yeah. In a nutshell. Yeah.
It's just like, that's, yeah.
And their experiments with the kids and turning them into superhumans.
Yeah, but I mean, they created a wormhole, brought an alien life here to take over the whole planet.
Yeah. It just makes you kind of wonder why we liked it so much. When you boil down to it, and you're just like, I mean, it was a great show. When it first started, I was just like, this is going to be phenomenal. And I was like at the edge of my seat waiting for the new seasons to start. I was not really enthused about this season starting. I was at the very beginning, but it just sort of like lost its luster a little bit, I think. Because it was always them coming up with these finagled plans of going after, the hive mind and going after Vecna and this, that, and the other. And then it never, ever panning out. And they always got their shit handed to them. And it was just like on repeat almost. And then this time it was like, now they decide to go to the other planet through the wormhole to find the worm or whatever they called it.
the mind flayer.
The mind flayer. And then Elle shoots into him, and that's where Vecna's hiding. Okay. And then they're able to kill it. And I was like, it just felt very, I don't want to say anticlimactic, but I was like, that's all you had to do for the last 5 fucking seasons?
Well, they didn't know any of that information.
Well,
I guess I like this last season better than you do because Will's, I don't know, Will went from little bitch to, oh shit, he is a sorcerer, to acting like a little bitch again, and then fucking came through at the end. And I was just like, why? As much as he's been picked on for 5 fucking seasons, could you just said? Because I mean, it was on episode 4 where he finally was like, oh shit, I am connected and I can do this.
Yes.
Why couldn't he just been sorcerer from there on out and not been that one moment of little bitchness?
Yeah.
I just wish it would. And I was just like, because it was super. I fucking loved it.
And you can't say, well, it was because he was a little kid and he was scared, because it was like Elle was in this exact same situation, and she had to grow up.
She had an ability to fight back. Will's just been picked on, but that's what I'm saying. That when he should have been fed up. Episode 4, when he finally was like, all right, I can jack in. That should have been it. He should have been like, I'm fucking tired of this shit, instead of waiting to the last 5 seconds to help Elle kill Vecna. I was like, what? Come on. Like, just sorcerer up, dog. I know you got to get tired of picked on. Punch that motherfucker in the mouth the whole time.
I did like how they referred to him as a wizard at first or whatever. And he was, who was it that brought it up? They were like, no, he's not a wizard because he's a sorcerer, because his powers are intrinsics can't even think of the word.
They're inside of him.
Yeah. And they're not like something that he has to use like a wand or something for.
Yeah. And it was, oh man, who was in love with Elle? What's his name? Mike. It was Mike and Lucas's little sister.
Yeah, that's right. What's her name? God, I can't even think of her name either. Why our names are awful for me? I can't think of anyone's name ever. I want to call her Julie, but that's not her name.
No, that's not her name. Let's see. Yeah. All right, there's that. Okay, since we're on it. Okay, like you said, the supposed hive mind is gone, right?
Correct.
So, does Will still have powers?
I don't know. Again, they didn't touch on that either.
He went from sorcerer to back to just Will.
Well, yeah, because I guess there's nothing for him to jack into anymore.
Hey, you're a sorcerer. Nope.
And now
just
you're
kidding.
not. You're only
Like,
a sorcerer when there's an alien planet that has a wormhole connected to our planet and is about to invade us.
So if it ever happens again, Will, you're first up, bro. Just
Yeah.
don't worry. Come on down,
Is
save
it-
the planet. I mean, like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was a little... Okay, see, that's like the military... Whatever. That's like the military thing. It's just... None of this made sense. That was just ridiculous. So there was all kind of internet chatter about who was going to die.
Yeah.
And only her sister died.
Well, Elle died.
Did she?
Yeah. She did.
And that ties into one of my other points was I don't like how it's
They just...
ambiguous at the fucking... I don't want to watch a fucking movie. I fucking hate movies who are like, watch 2 hours of this, make up your own ending. Excuse me, can you just tell me a fucking story?
100%. But I think the point of Mike's whole theory behind Elle is his way of
Coping and dealing with it.
and saying that I know she's dead, but what I'd like to think is that she got away and she's living her life and is off on her own adventures. It wasn't saying that she did make it. He's saying that was just his way of seeing her so he doesn't have to deal with her dead.
And I could have been okay with that had they not showed her walking up the mountain to the waterfall area.
See, I saw that as his vision, not necessarily fact.
Well, see, here's that whole make up your own ending bullshit to make people talk. I want you to just tell me a story and end it. That's it. I don't fucking give a shit. Fucking end it for me. Don't say that's what I choose to believe.
I don't want to spend my nights thinking about this.
Yeah, if you chose to believe that and then they showed her fucking doing that, okay, well, now it's ambiguous because, like, we don't fucking... No, that's no. I want a fucking ending. Just end it for me.
Yeah.
Elle died. I'd like to think that she's still walking around and that's what happened, but I know it didn't happen. Okay, cool. That's it. That's all you got to do. That way I have an ending and you don't want me to fucking talk about the end.
You could have not had that scene with her walking around. Like,
I think it would have helped me, yes.
It would have helped you say, okay, he's just in his mind, wanting her.
If the line would have been, I know she's dead, but I'm choosing to think that her sister lived long enough to help her get through.
Yeah.
Then I could have been okay with that.
Yeah. Because I knew that was completely not rational for him to say that she came and helped her because she was already dead before.
Yeah, just say
Elle did what she did.
Yeah, just say.
So there's no way her sister could have helped her get out of it, and she's walking around doing whatever she wants to. That's my logical brain. But again, I think that was his vision of where he sees her as instead of dead.
Well, and also in that point, Mike says in the show those kryptonite guns were going off, so Elle couldn't use her powers, and that was another part of why Mike, and like I said, that is just leaving it open. Elle couldn't have used her powers, even though she brought him into her mind. But if it's the sister that did it and then turned Elle invisible, and then Elle ran into the building like they showed, there we go.
I mean, it does leave it up for that kind of interpretation because I do remember. I know that they had the little whatever guns that block her power or whatever.
Kryptonite gun things.
Kryptonite gun things, yeah. But I don't think they were on because I thought, and I've only really seen this season once through. I haven't watched it over and over again like you have, but I thought they lit up when they were on.
No, they're just sound producing
just
devices.
There.
Yeah,
I thought they lit up or something when they identified them as being on somehow. But I do remember them making a point showing all of them. I mean, there was 4 or 5 of them that were pointed at that way.
Yeah, they were all.
So but again, she didn't really use her powers at that point. It was the bomb that they left on the building that went off. She was just there.
Yeah, okay.
Standing there knowing she was going to die when the bomb went off.
But when she was standing there, she connected with Mike in her brain.
Correct.
So somebody's using powers.
Sure.
And all the stuff was pointed at Elle.
Yeah.
So again, you didn't end anything for me.
Yeah, it does leave a lot of questions for sure.
Yeah. So we got sidetracked. So, I don't know how I feel about if we're going to say Elle's alive.
Yeah.
Her sister's the only person that died.
Out of all of that, yeah.
Everybody made it. It's just like y'all
and Vecna.
Y'all that don't count. You have to end. You have to have.
Did you kind of feel sorry for him a little bit? Like when his story came out of how he became who he became.
The tiniest little iota.
I felt sorry. I was the same. Like for a split second until Will wasn't able to convince him to help him kill the mind flayer.
Yeah, when he
turned and was like, "No, I'm part of him now." And then I was like, "Okay, I don't feel sorry for you."
Yeah,
But,
I was starting to.
don't.
It was a tiny shred, but whenever they fucking impaled him, I was like,
yeah.
And then old girl chopping his head off, took her 25 fucking minutes.
I was like,
and everybody's just like watching,
her, and it literally took her like 20 hits with an axe to chop his fucking head off, and I was like, I mean, maybe that's realistic.
No.
I don't know.
That Steve should have easily went over there and just been like, just hold on,
I mean, she needed to get her anger out because of all the shit that he put Will through, so I get it.
No, that was some internal stuff for her. Yeah, I just hate that it was. They kept teasing, and of course, the internet's part of the problem too. It's like, oh, who's gonna die? Who's gonna die? Blah blah blah. And it's just like, the sister died. Nobody big. So everybody who's been here from the beginning fucking made it, and
except for Elle, according to.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
Don't bring it up, no, because we already said it's open.
Yeah, it's open.
Because every time you how about this? Every time you say that bitch is dead, I'm gonna be like, no, she's alive. She's at the waterfall. Actually, she's at the 3 waterfalls. This fucking whatever pisses me off. Okay, so that whole planet was barren.
Yeah.
What the fuck does the mind flayer eat? And was he the only one? You're telling me there's a whole planet with one cat on there with nothing to fucking eat?
Well, they did say that it looked like a planet that had been overtaken already, which could be the reason why the mind flayer was trying to take over Earth, because it had already basically killed everything on that planet for it.
That's actually pretty good. I didn't see that part or remember that part.
Yeah.
So it's a locust that just fucking eats and destroys.
Yeah, and it already destroyed everything there, which is why it was trying to take over. Mm-hmm.
But the fucking scientists did it with their fucking thing.
Yeah, helped him out. But I think part of it was
the mind flayer didn't know that was happening. He was just like, "What the fuck is that?" Oh, a wormhole. See,
that's where it doesn't really touch on how it actually all started, like how the mind flayer came to be and how it tied in with the scientists.
No, that's
and their work. Like
I don't hang on. I don't mind them not talking about the mind flayer. I don't mind that because that's where episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars came in. Because they were like, well, what's up with Darth Vader? And then you got
happen?
Those 3 shitty fucking movies. So I don't so I don't give a fuck what happens before. Fine. Look, this is just the point in the timeline where we picked up. We're just going to go forward. That's fucking it.
Okay.
That's I'm okay with. But that's the only guy on this whole fucking planet. And they started off with the fucking thing. And he just was like, man, is that another planet over there? What's that? And then what? Come on.
And then was like, okay, well, I can take this over.
And that fucking globule shit is what gave Vecna his powers?
That, or it gave him a conduit to get there.
Looks like it gave him his powers because I guess that's where he got his powers. I don't know. I still think it was fucking weird that besides the bad guys, the sister's the only one that died. It could have been. And
you wanted it to be more tragic.
I
mean, if you believe that Elle did die, then it was very tragic, and I cried. I cried a lot because I was like, "Holy shit!" And then there was a lot of like touching moments.
Like what at the end?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
And like seeing how they all like graduated, and seeing Hopper finally get engaged to whatever her name is, Winona Ryder's character.
Yeah.
And just seeing that they could live a happy life. And then it's like, and then you look at it and you're like, when the 4 older ones are sitting on the top of the radio station and they're sitting there talking about the things that they're doing in life now. And I'm like, how do you just move on from that? And you're like, this is the most epic 5 years of my life where I was at death's door every day fighting this alien or whatever. And then all of a sudden it's over and you're like, all right, cool. Now we're back to normal days.
I gotta go to college. I gotta get a job.
I gotta get a job.
But I mean, what else could you do? It's not like the fucking military is gonna give you any goddamn money for being like, hey, we appreciate you saving the world. Here's some money to live
that's
off
true.
of.
Like none of them got like the Medal of Honor. Or, like,
no, nobody got shit.
The Purple Heart.
Yeah, nobody's telling anything. Army's just like, no, nobody's ever gonna talk about this. And they don't even say what happened to the doctor lady.
Yeah, nobody says. Like you said, they just hightailed it out of there. They didn't say where Sarah Connor went.
Yes, that is Sarah Connor. All right, so out of 10, what do you give all of season 5? And also out of 10, what do you give the final episode?
This whole last season,
increments of 5. So 1, 1.5, 2, 2.0. Or
I would give the season the overall maybe about a 6 or 7, maybe. And then the last episode, probably about a 6. I mean, it was really underwhelming for me because again, it had to tie up somewhere. But I felt like this whole first 4 seasons or whatever was so elongated and stretched out, and we had that one season where Hop was in Russia that didn't make any fucking sense to me at all. And then now all of a sudden it's done. Which I know they had to bring it to a close, but it wasn't, I felt like it didn't really form very naturally because all of a sudden the wormhole came to be because they were looking through the building and Dustin happened to find some secret room that had the paperwork that drew out the wormhole. Like,
explained the whole thing. Yeah.
I'm just like, really? Like, they couldn't have found that the other times that they were in that fucking building?
Nope. They never got through the window into the office, into the wall that opened the secret door.
Because they were fighting over
Dustin being
butthurt because Eddie died.
Yeah.
And got into a huge fisticuffs with what's his name? Why? Steve. And then all of a sudden he just sits there and he leans back and all of a sudden there's this secret fucking office.
With the answer key.
Exactly, with the answer key.
He found the answer key.
It literally was the answer key because it was a drawn out wormhole and he was like, no. And I was like, you couldn't have, I mean, it's been there this whole fucking time.
Yeah. Like I said, we got closure.
Like, I feel like they could have found the wormhole because then all of a sudden it was, then they like crawled through something to get to the other planet. And then Elle was like, I can jump from here. And I was like, none of that makes any fucking sense to me. So all of that I felt was so
Well, the planets were coming together, which I find was amusing because like, think about space and 2 planets colliding. And they were just like, we're just going to let it get close enough.
And then it stayed right there long enough for them to get in. And I remember Dustin saying something like, oh, we've got 30 seconds or something like that. And then all of a sudden it stopped and they were like, oh, Elle made it. And it was like, what? I
think it stopped moving once. Actually, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I thought it was like once they got Vecna disrupted, which I think that's what it was now that I'm thinking about it. Once Vecna was disrupted, the planets coming together didn't happen because that's what Vecna was doing with the kids. Bringing the planets together so the Mind Flayer can jump.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So when Vecna got disturbed, and that's what they were saying, let him get this close so we can climb up.
We can get up. Yeah. That's why I feel sometimes I feel like all of those little pieces could have been expounded upon had they done it earlier in the season to work up towards. So it didn't feel like that's all you had to do. Like,
yep.
It was inevitable to happen, obviously, but you couldn't get these little tidbits of knowledge, these little like hidden gems or Easter eggs ahead of time to start putting these pieces together. You had to just find the answer key in some secret scroll room in a building that you've been in a million times.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. All right, I don't want to shit on the whole fucking thing because I think it was the whole season 7.5 and the final episode probably a 7.
Yeah.
That's for me though.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only reason, honestly, I think the only reason I'm even giving it a 7.5 is because it was cool to see Will be a badass.
Oh yeah, the moment
Like
he
that-
actually like
yeah.
did what he did
Become
for the
a
first time,
Yes, I'm
became
saying.
the sorcerer or whatever, like the true sorcerer. I was like, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was so upset when he went from breaking Vecna's leg to being a little bitch back to, oh, fuck it. Like, dude, you wasn't finally not afraid when you jacked into him and broke his leg?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so 7 in the last episode, 7.5 of the whole season for me, just because of that one thing. And I don't want to just sit around and shit on it.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
think it was a great show
who,
overall.
Who stood out in this season at least? Or what stood out for you that you liked?
You know, as much as it was irritating to see Dustin go through his emotional turmoil over the loss of Eddie. I liked that progression of him dealing with that and his interactions with Steve, and then Steve's interactions with Will's brother. What's his name?
Oh,
Nancy's boyfriend.
yeah.
And
hang
how-
on, quick pause. Yep, I'm gonna have to merge them.
Okay.
Great. All right. So you were talking about what you liked
Yeah, I liked the interaction, that whole emotional development of Dustin and in his relationship with Steve, and then Steve and Jonathan
Yeah.
and their interactions where they hated each other, and then he saved Steve's life from falling off the tower or whatever.
Because nobody's gonna die.
Yeah. And then their interaction when they were on the other planet and they were basically coming to terms with, okay, well, I don't actually hate you. I don't actually hate you too, but blah, blah, blah. Like, that interaction was cool. That was I felt heartfelt.
Well, I don't know. It was just getting some closure. Because it was weird because Jonathan and Nancy didn't get married. And they were just like, damn, we don't really like each other. Fuck this. I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Then, whatever. I felt that was kind of forced a little bit. My list of things that I liked Derek.
Dipshit Derek.
Dipshit Derek.
I'm delightful, Derek.
I don't care what anybody
I
says.
need dipshit Derek.
That little bastard was. He
just-
can suck my fat one. What the fuck?
That was
This
funny.
Fucking
Yeah.
12-year-old. Who's parents? Who was his parents? What is going on?
Dipshit Derek.
I'm letting y'all 12-year-old son run around. He can suck my fat one. Dude, you're 12 years old. You ain't even hit puberty yet. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, Derek was hilarious. I thought Holly did really good.
Oh, yeah. I thought Holly did amazing. Yeah.
And Henry Vecna.
Yeah.
Like, that dude's acting was pretty good, actually.
I thought so, too.
I don't know if it's just to me, he's got a weird face, and maybe it was just his weird face or something. But I mean,
He was weird to look at, for sure, but his acting was phenomenal. And the way that he could be sinister, but not.
be Vecna, be Henry,
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
Mr. Whatsit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that guy did really good. So that was good for me. And then I go ahead and tell you the standout for me was Lucas, the black
I
kid.
can see that. Yeah.
I thought he stood out for me.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was great. The way the concern for Max.
Yeah.
His acting, I just thought he did a really
good job.
I thought he was just stand out because Elle and Mike didn't have any chemistry.
No,
On
it
screen.
was
It
just
was-
awkward
it was- yeah, it
at
was-
the end there.
Yeah.
It was just awkward.
It was really awful. And it was, we've seen that in movies before, like, like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, Harry and Hermione should have been together because their on-screen chemistry was great. But Hermione and Ron was like,
Weird.
y'all are hooking up.
And
Come
even
on, man.
Harry and Ginny, it was just weird.
Yeah,
It
no
was just
chemistry.
No chemistry. Yeah, but
But yeah, Lucas.
Lucas and Max,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did really good. I just thought he was phenomenal this season, just all the way throughout. Just like the very first episode,
Yeah.
when he come out, he's like, "Hey, leave Dustin alone. I'm gonna beat your ass."
Yeah.
And like he went really good from tough guy thing to he actually showed emotion, and it
Yeah.
looked
real.
looked legit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what he was tapping into in his head to get
Yeah.
that feeling to come out on command, but he did really good. So Lucas was a standout for me. And and the fucking music at the end. They come out with two different Prince songs, motherfucker.
That was
Rest in power, Prince, but goddamn, that was
pretty powerful. That was pretty powerful. I'm not
I
even
love
lying.
that fucking music. That was dope as shit.
That was dope. That was when they were setting the bomb and they set it to the record player. So as soon as it got to the end of the song and it tripped the wire,
Yeah.
it blew up the world. Again, if you've never watched the show or you're waiting to watch it, this whole entire podcast is going to be nothing but spoilers. So again, the Prince song, as soon as it started, I was like, no fucking way. This is so awesome. The first one was what? Purple
Rain.
Purple Rain. And then the other one was,
I have to look back because I think I downloaded them on my phone.
but yeah,
I'm sure
it
they're
was,
already there, but
that couldn't have been more poignant. I think that's part of the reason of the attachment to the show, maybe, is because of the music, especially for me. Because I feel like even from the very first episode of season 1, the music and the nostalgia.
The nostalgia is the number one reason I even started watching the show.
I mean, it's on point. Like it is.
Yeah.
It is on point through the entire show.
Yeah, and they kept. It was, my God. I mean, I know they did it deliberately for the nostalgia thing, and that's why they get it in the D&D and then all the old like Doritos bags and Bugles and shit like that. But man, there was a marketing scheme. They just dumped everything out on the table. They're like, we need snacks. And then you just saw all the snacks from the 80s in the 80s
bags
and
like
boxes and shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on.
Yeah.
That's just, everybody's going, fuck, I want some Doritos now.
Yeah.
Damn marketing.
They made a show to make you eat. No, that was what brought me to it to begin with from the very first episode, was just the nostalgia of everything and the music, the musicality and the way that they put the music to things that were happening in the show. Like even the
slow-mo parts.
Even the running up that hill by the original chick or whatever singing that song.
I never heard that song until then.
Oh, I have it, but I have it by other people who have played it.
I mean, I've got it now.
I do too, but every time now I hear that song, all I think of is Stranger Things. But the song itself and the moments they play it and the whole tying to Max and how much she loved that song, and it just gave her power basically and gave her that will to keep going.
Except for it was actually Lucas.
Every time she knew Lucas was playing her song, and he was like, "Are you sick of it yet?" And she said, "No." And she said, "Are you?" And he was like, "Oh God, I hate it." So I mean, it was just the way they put the music to the scenes. I think that was very, very, very good. Like it was spot on.
You're talking about the nostalgia. I can tell you one thing about the nostalgia that does really resonate with me, which is I'm glad the 80s are fucking over, because the hair
and the
fucking
clothes
outfits were
are
awful.
atrocious. I know.
Fuck, what was anybody thinking in the fucking 80s?
Not a clue.
Anybody who was around in the 80s that's listening to this,
But
god damn, y'all were fucked up.
The sad thing is some of that shit is coming back. Like the
It can cut. Look, I don't give a fuck about fashion shit.
the hair, it
was all
what is
awful.
it? Business in the front, party in the back. What is that?
Mullet.
The mullet.
Nancy had a mullet or some weird shit at the fucking end.
All of them have these, and it's all coming back now. People are wearing mullets, and I'm like, it's the most disgusting haircut ever, in my opinion.
No, let them do it, because I'm a point and giggle.
But I know the clothes, the hair, it was just all awful. But the music was great. The toys were great.
Toys were great. Yeah, toys were fucking great. Music was good. Wasn't 90s level shit, but
no, I mean, but we already know 80s is my complete total genre jam.
90s all day, but hey, that's fine. All right, well, you got anything else about Stranger Things? I had a wild hair up my ass. I was like, we're going to do an anniversary Stranger Things review.
Yeah, no, I think it was good. I feel like I want to actually go back and rewatch literally from season 1, episode 1 through. Because there's probably a lot of stuff that you don't really pay that much attention to. now that the show's over, because now you can go back and be like, huh. And maybe it will make more sense. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what.
There was a plan when they made the show, obviously.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you what, we can throw it on because we're definitely not going to watch the Alabama game.
No, we're not. I am done with Alabama for this year.
Yeah. Well,
they're
done too.
They have squashed all of my hopes and dreams for them this year, but it's fine. I mean, Indiana is a great team. I can't deny how well they've played. So I'm kind of like, well, now I don't have to worry about the rest of the
playoffs.
The rest of the playoffs, I can just sit there and watch it happen. And now I kind of hope Indiana takes it all, to be quite honest.
I wanted to take it all anyway, just because I don't think Alabama should have been there with a 3 loss. But yeah, you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's 4 minutes in the fourth, and they're up 38-3.
That's just embarrassing.
So, rolled Tide, not Roll Tide.
I mean, I'm still gonna roll Tide. I'm still gonna be a fan, but
no, I am too. It's fine for Indiana.
Super disappointed, but I mean, I'm gonna root for Indiana for the rest of the thing, and I'm excited to watch Ole Miss and Georgia at the Sugar Bowl, year anniversary after the big tragic event, and Georgia's back again at the Sugar Bowl because they were there last year too.
Oh yeah. Cool. Well, all right. Well, let's wrap this up. Got any final words?
No, but I'm just thinking back on the year that we've had in the podcast. It's been really fun. Glad we did it.
Oh yeah, I agree. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's been. I didn't think it was going to make it a year, but we've actually all put in the effort. Me more than y'all.
Well, yeah, you're the editor in chief.
I'm the CEO. Buck stops with me.
But it's been a lot of fun, and we've been able to stay with it and do it consistently, which has been really nice. It sucked that, Baby Kangaroo couldn't be here the last couple podcasts that we've done, but we'll get him back on the next one.
Well, I'm gonna text him here as soon as we get done, just be like, "Hey, you missed the anniversary episode."
Make him feel guilty.
Yeah, because I think he was just tired from being over at
Well, I mean,
Juliana's house.
Yeah, and he was at Renee's last night too. So he's been out and about, and he probably just wanted to be home.
Yeah, I don't blame him. But yeah, I think it's been a good year. I think I know we're gonna make it through 2026 for sure. Because what was my initial thing to try to get planned for 2 years? Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's gone pretty well.
Yeah, we've had ideas every time that we've done a podcast. So I mean, as long as we can keep.
You got to push out content. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Made it a year, so hopefully 2026 will be a good year. We'll still roll through 2026. We'll continue to make things happen. Might have some updates to the podcast come the end of 27. I might have a lot more free time on my hands, so I might do a lot more and just shorter episodes. But yeah, this has been a good year. I'm glad that we stuck with it because, like I said, it's been fun having guests on here. We've had a few guests on here, and that's been great every single time we've had one. So yeah, we're gonna make 2026 a good year, and hopefully the world holds together.
Yeah,
we don't Stranger Things it.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have a wormhole in the making.
Yeah, stop it, you stupid scientist.
Calm your shit.
Yeah, really. All right, cool. All right, well, this was a brief one. Stranger Things, happy anniversary, happy New Year fucking episode. So we hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully we will see you next week with Baby Kangaroo. Peace.